Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening from Sofia in Bulgaria. And as you can see there ahead of me is the main street, which is shut off to like any traffic and that people can walk down 24/7, 365, let's be fair. And I believe it's time to take a walk with Scottie solo, because we are now going to head to what I believe is like Sofia, like centre of something. I'm not really sure. It's like a big venue building, but the approach to it is pretty majestic, to be fair. And before I came out here, I was watching other people's vlogs of it, because this area looks absolutely lovely, to be fair. You've got like fountains running down the middle up there. As I get closer, hopefully I can name it a little bit better, but also behind that is Vitosha Mountain, which hopefully we will be progressing up tomorrow morning. So yes, we are on a lovely Bulgarian beer that we found, and luckily for me it's a bit lighter than what it was in Poland. Thank God for that, because I can't handle them 5.5–6%ers again. No thank you. But yeah, first impressions are fantastic. The hostel we're staying in is literally like 5 minutes down the road from the main centre, so very easy to find. Obviously, having the mountain behind this building, maybe it's a little bit further away than you'd think, but it's not, compared to somewhere like Torino, where you're in the city centre. We have been there before, by the way. So as we progress down this part here, I can show you a little bit more of the area. And as you can see, this is Monday evening, and it's ran. Like, there's people everywhere, families out and everything. Obviously, first time in Bulgaria for me. So culturally, I'm not quite aware of how it goes and what the crack is, but you know, cost-wise, the beer that I've shown you is about 75–80p. You know, from a shop you can get things like that, and tobacco 24 hours. Tobacco prices are great. I've seen many a McDonald's, but there's other places around here for like slices of pizza. So for a budget traveller, it's an absolute dream. Obviously I recorded that a little bit earlier, coming from the actual airport itself, and you just get a metro really easy, really cost effective as well. And as I say, the area itself is pretty cool, man, let's be fair. So yeah, we've got 2 nights here and we go back Wednesday night, so we haven't got a long time. There is a metal gig tomorrow, and I may or may not get involved in that. It will be a slightly higher price on the day, which is a bit of a shame, and I don't know if I can justify the type of bands it is and how much it'll actually be. So that is something that we've got to consider, and that's something you've always got to consider on a budget travel. But we booked this about 9 days ago, because we got a little bit lucky, and flights were £50 return. 2 nights in a hostel was under a tenner a night, paid for up front. And as you can see, the sun is absolutely beaming. When I got in, it's like 22 degrees. It is starting to cool down a little bit now, but as soon as you get back in that sun, it's beautiful, man. Way better than what it is like in England at the moment. So I hope I'm making a few people jealous, because yeah, I mean, this is different gravy, man. When I first got off the metro at Sadiqa, so I'm trying to remember everything now, you get off near the Roman walls that are in that underground station anyway, so it's a very good area to know where to head back to if you need to get to metro, and you can get on multiple lines there as well, because there's a change situation in that one as well. So yeah, there are many areas to get to. There's also a football stadium as well, so I'm quite interested in maybe finding that, but maybe I'll find that tonight, maybe not. But we have a lovely Soviet mosaic that runs all the way down into this, and like I say, it goes underneath. And again, I know it's a bit commercial, but depending on your taste and depending on things, because personally I'm vegetarian, so when I go to a new country and I'm starting to learn about it, it's always a little bit difficult. But here, like, you've got Subway. Don't know what Mackey's is like for vegetarianism. I know in Poland it wasn't great. So yeah, and this is obviously the building itself. So yeah, I highly recommend coming and giving it a look, especially if you're in the area. It's very easy to reach from the city centre, and then it opens up and you've got like a park area over there. This is the opposite way, and what I kind of like is that you've got these old school signs at the top of buildings, KFC in the distance there, Coca-Cola. And one of the things it said when I come in was Happy Bulgaria, and I have to admit that the vibes have been very positive so far. So yeah, this is part one of our journey so far. As I say, first impressions, fantastic. Very grateful and thankful to be here today. We will be on another trip about 11 days after we get back as well, which was already planned before this one. But like I say, because we got lucky, I found an opportunity to get here quite cheap and obviously vlog a little bit more. And country number 24 off the list. That's not all European countries. We're trying to conquer Europe and go to every European country for as cheap as possible. And by mid-December, we will have ticked another 2 off the list to come. And I'm not going to delve into what those 2 countries are just yet, because they're both very different from each other. One of them is an absolute dream, and one of them to me will probably be a little bit of a culture shock, because, you know, things have changed in the other country a lot, which is really nice to hear. So yeah, this is the first part of Sofia. You know, once you get into the centre from the metro, from the airport, very easy, very simple, it's very cost effective. And yeah, I mean, there are other ways of getting on a bus and things like that. I wouldn't recommend it. Get a metro, get off, you know, find your way, and you're all good.